How to find employees and avoid employee shortages. Businesses around the world are struggling to attract employees. As a business owner, you need to know exactly what to do to attract the right people and retain them at your business. G'day guys, Ron here from ronaldosborne.org, where I help entrepreneurs and small business owners like you achieve their version of success. Now, today, what I'm going to discuss is how to find employees so you can avoid employee shortages. Let's jump into it. When you're looking at hiring and attracting employees into your business, especially in these difficult times, you need to stand out. You need to be memorable, and you need to just be more than a salary to these individuals. So something that you can do to positively impact your image is to actually have a presence online. If you think about it like this, let's say someone does come across that job ad that you have listed up. What are they going to do? They're going to Google the business name. They want to look for you to see what's going on. You have to appear, at least a Facebook page, at least a website. Something has to appear. You have to seem reputable because that individual is going to look you up. Something that you can utilize to attract and stand out is create a personalized YouTube video. Something that I've been helping my current clients with to attract employees is to create a personalized YouTube video. When they are Googled, there's the business. There's that YouTube video talking about why that possible candidate should actually come and work with the business. That is very, very powerful. Make it personalized. You want to explain why that possible candidate, why that future employee that you're after, why they should come and work with you. What have you got going on at your business that your competitor doesn't have? What's the corporate structure like? Is it a place where someone can grow, or is it where someone only comes to earn a salary? Why are you different? Talk about that in the YouTube video. Post the vacant job listings on social media. Now, some people think that just sharing something on their Facebook page is enough. No, what you want to do is you want to share, as an example, that YouTube video. You can share that in local groups. You could share that in something, let's say like a local industry. So I have a digital marketing agency. If I'm looking for a possible employee, what I can do is create that type of video and I can throw that into a digital marketing Facebook group. That's innovative ways that you can actually reach out to people, and it's more personalized. People will see you on camera like we are now, and it just adds that nicer touch than a standard job listing. Create an attractive job listing. Whether you're going to post something into Seek if you're back in Australia, or you're on Indeed in the States, you need to make sure that your job listing stands out from all others. The way that you can do this is by actually putting yourself in the position of the possible individual that you're going after and thinking about what do they really want compared to what do you want. And you need to find that compromising balance. This is where you can talk about the added benefits and the structure of your organization, why you're different. Again, it's all about making you unique. The post shouldn't just be, this is what you get and this is a listing and you need to have these qualifications. No, talk about what they will get if they come and work at your organization. Will you help them grow? Would that perfect candidate that you hire be put on a business development plan so they can go along and do courses? So after working for 5 years at that industry, they should be in this position. Think about the candidate that you're targeting and what they get out of it. Make that job listing attractive. Record all past, future, present candidates that you have applied for a job. You need to ensure that every single job listing that you have up, every candidate that actually applies and goes through your vetting process is recorded and documented. I work with a lot of businesses, and a lot of the businesses unfortunately do not have that measure in place. All of that potential talent that wasn't perfect for that specific role might be perfect now, or they might be perfect for a different position you're opening up. They are only an email away. So whenever you have that job listing, make sure that you record all of their contact information, because that could be vitally important in the future. Those individuals could be looking for work right now, and it's very easy to just send off an old email list than it is to go ahead and pay for those job listings. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of legwork. You can utilize a recruitment agency or a headhunter. A recruitment agency is someone that will help fill that vacant position that you have in your business. Now, the downsides of that is you will need to pay them. Now, it can be ongoing. So if you employ that individual for, let's say, 10 years, you could be paying 10% of their salary to the recruitment agency. So do your due diligence when you are looking at a recruitment agency. A headhunter is very similar. However, the way a headhunter will work is that that individual will actually go out and look for the perfect employee that is already working. Perhaps they are head of some department somewhere that you want. You want that type of individual. A headhunter will go out there and do all of the work required to attract that potential candidate. Let's say you do everything right and you still can't attract the perfect employee. What do? You look to automation. Many tasks nowadays can actually be automated online. Something like computer work, Excel spreadsheets, anything along those lines can actually be automated. As an example, I work with an electrical company that was having difficulty fielding the calls and being able to get the actual techs in the field to respond for the perfect job. So they were driving all over the place. What I did with that small business was we created a mobile application. It streamlined the process and it reduced the number of calls coming into the admin department. That's one way that automation could help you out in the hiring process. Perhaps you don't really need that admin stuff. You can just invest a small amount of funds into creating something that's automated. Most things can be automated. Yes, I strongly believe that there should be a human and a personal touch to a lot of stuff. However, automation can help every single business, so do not overlook it. You might save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money. And my final tip on how to find employees is do not sell yourself short. And something as a business coach that I always remind my clients, do not sell yourself out to get a hire. You're in business most likely for the long term, so you need to approach it with that methodology. Think long term. Hiring a new employee costs a lot of money, so you need to think about the long term. You're going to have to invest time, money, training, resources, whatever it is, into this new employee. You need to make sure that that is the right fit for the position and you don't just wing it because you're absolutely desperate. Times are tough right now and businesses are having to resort to that style to actually attract people in. You don't want to do that. Think long term. Perhaps you can get by paying the right person the right amount of money to fulfill that role. Yes, you might lose a little bit now, but what's the payoff going to be in the future? Always think long term. You really need to watch out for those employees that have just been jumping around from job to job. So if they've been offered $1,500 more a week here and then $2,500 more here, you need to watch out for that. It is not worth your time training them, investing all of that effort. Perhaps you teach them something absolutely unique to your organization and then they run off with that so they can get a higher salary somewhere else. Don't waste your time on those employees. Ensure that you don't stray off the path of your vetting process when it comes to hiring new employees. Times are tough right now. It is quite hard for businesses to recruit the perfect individual. Make sure that you have a solid foundation because in the long run, that will attract the perfect talent to your business. Now, if I've answered the question of how to find employees and avoid employee shortages, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. I have a ton more of these videos coming out. And if you want to work with a business coach that can help you attract the perfect employees and motivate and uplift your team so you get more out of them, hey, reach out to me. See you around.